Hi and welcome. My mission is to enable students to love and enjoy maths by making math simple for them to understand. So these videos are very detailed for the purpose of helping them understand rather than simply memorizing the concepts. I'm Benjamin, author of 18 math guidebooks found in all major bookshops and personal tutor to more than 2,500 students over the last 20 years. Remember to subscribe for more of my teaching and student motivation videos. For a printable copy of this question, please join my Telegram group found in the description below. Let's start to really understand maths.
DC equals to DE, so let's look for that. Good habit to have. DC equals DE, so this is equal. That makes it an isosceles triangle. AFE and BFD are straight lines. Okay, this is very important. AFE and BFD are straight lines. Okay, and AFB is 103 as illustrated here. Find FDE. FDE is the angle here. So this will be our eventual target, all right? Now, other than solving the question, what I want you to focus on in this question is how I do the presentation. It is important to have proper presentation if you want the marker to know what you're doing. So don't just write numbers, write the angle you're finding. Okay, let's begin. First, angle. The first angle I'm going to find is the angle over here. This angle can be found because it is the corner of the square, and this is a straight line as given earlier, which means that this angle is half of the right angle over here. And that is my first step. So my first step is to find angle ADF. So angle ADF is 90 degrees divided by 2, 45 degrees, okay? Again, it's a good habit to illustrate what you have found into the diagram, put it back in. This is 45 degrees, okay? Sorry about the 103 here, it shouldn't be there, all right? Let's carry on. If this is 45, my question to you is this angle also 45? Take a moment, look at it carefully. Is it? The answer is no, right? Because this line doesn't cut to the other end. If it does, it would be, but in this case, it isn't. And as we can see, it is also larger than 45, right? So we cannot assume that, but we can calculate it. What do I mean? Well, in the topic of angles, we have learned that if we have two angles inside a triangle, it will add up together to form the angle outside. We call the exterior angle. All right, so there are two interior angles, and to find one of them, we will take the exterior and subtract the interior to get the other interior. So there are two ways to do that, okay? You can either take the two interiors, add it together to form the exterior, or you can take the exterior, subtract one of the interiors to get the other interior angle. And that is precisely what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this angle, I'm going to subtract this angle to get this angle because they all exist within this shape. All right, so 103 minus 45 gives me this. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. So that angle is called angle DAE here. And angle DAE is found by taking 180, sorry, my mistake, 103, which is the exterior angle, the one outside the triangle, minus 45, which is the angle inside the triangle, and 103 minus 45 will give me 58 degrees. So 58 degrees is here. If this is 58 degrees, I can now find the angle over here. This angle. And this angle is 58 degrees as well. How do I know that? Well, I know that because, as was instructed earlier in the information, they say that DC equals to DE, right? So DC equals to DE, and they are equal. However, DC happens to be the side of a square, which means that AD is also equals to DC. And that means that having drawn this, I now have a triangle with two equal sides, making an isosceles triangle. Being an isosceles triangle, this angle here, and this angle here are equal. And that's how I know it's 58, okay? So we can write all this down if you like this, okay? We can say, given DC equals DE and ABCD is a square, so DC is also equals to AD. This means that AD is equals to DC is equals to DE. So since AD is equal to DE, triangle ADE is an isosceles triangle. Okay, you got that? So with this in mind, then we can solve the red angle that we are looking for. Okay, but perhaps one more step. The other step you want to state is that this angle here is equivalent to this angle here. Why? Because when two lines are straight, the opposite sides have equal angles. Okay, let me illustrate that properly one more time. When two lines are straight, the angles opposite them are equal. We call this vertically opposite angles. Okay, so I'm going to use that to find angle DFE. So angle DFE is equal to angle AFB. Take your time to take a look at that. And then this is equals to 103 degrees. So now I have here 103. Let me just clean this up a bit. This I probably wrote it a little bit too big. So I have here 103 and I have here 58. Okay, and that now you can see that I have a triangle where I know two of the sides. Okay, I now know that in this triangle, this is 103 and this is 58. So now I can find this. And that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so I'm going to answer the question. All right, so to find angle FDE, I now take 180, which is the total of the three angles in a triangle, also known as angle sum of triangle, minus 103 minus 58 degrees. And here, press your calculator to be sure. So 180 minus 103 minus 58, and that will give us 19 degrees, and that is the answer to the question.
Were the explanations clear and useful for you? Let me know by leaving your questions in the comments below. Remember to subscribe for more teaching and students motivation videos. And if you are serious about your child's future, call or WhatsApp me at the number found in the description below to help your child score and excel while studying less. I'll see you again.